when you start to hug trees in a professional way, like I will teach here, you start to connect to the global or universal consciousness of the tree of life. When we want to start to work with the tree spirit, we want to start to feel his energetic field. And here, in the center of our palms, we have a point that is connected to the meridian of the pericardium, the heart envelope. And this is called the senses of the heart. So basically it's like an eye. You can imagine you have eyes here in the hands, and through this we can sense energetic field. So basically what we want to do is to start walking towards the tree and to stop each time we feel a change in the intensity of the energy. And here, for example, I'm standing about 7 meters from the tree, and I already start to feel his presence, his aura, his energetic field. And I want to start to acknowledge the being, such a vast energetic field, 77 meters from each direction. Just acknowledge this huge being that is standing, this ancient oak tree, such a divine being, such a huge energetic field. And then I will ask him internally within my heart, through the third eye, can I come closer? And I feel like an inward attraction toward the tree. So for me this is the spirit of the tree is saying, yes, you can come closer. And here again, I already starting to feel a different density. Like I'm starting to feel a different layer of the tree's aura. I would refer to this as the emotional layer. Before, about 7 meters from the tree. Now I'm standing about 2.5 meters or 3 meters from the tree. And before that I was standing 7 meters from the trees. And I want to acknowledge this space. And again I ask if I can come closer. And when I feel in my heart like an expansion and a magnetic pull towards the tree, I would go forward. So here again, I'm about 1 meter from the tree. I feel another layer. I would refer to it as the etheric layer. And already here I can really experience the energy of the tree within my heart, within my palms, within the third eye. And then again I would ask, can I come closer to you, tree? And when I feel the pull, I'm entering an embrace with the tree. Within this embrace, I would like to experience how the meeting of my energetic field with the energetic field of the tree is affecting me, like in meditation. In Hebrew there is a song called Ki Adam Etz Hasadeh, because the man is like the tree in the field. So the healthy human being has his leg rooted in the ground and his head reaching the heavens. So when we are hugging a tree, we might start to feel like an energy coming from the crown and going through the central channel of the chakra system, and really opening up all the chakras from the front of our body and going all the way down to the root chakra and going all the way down to the sole of our feet, and see ourselves rooted, see ourselves developing roots that goes deep into the earth. And within this hug, within this meditation, we want to start to allow any negative emotions, difficult emotions, I rather say, any stress, any difficult situation we might face in life, be released now. As we go deeper into energetic merging with the tree spirit, we might start to feel a telepathic communication and an energetic communication happening between us and the trees. And the tree, the tree spirit, the tree of life. So let's say I come to the tree with some issue, some problem I'm facing, and I just send the thought with a question to the tree. In Hebrew we say yo'etz. Yo'etz is an advisor. So etz is a tree and yo'etz is a tree advisor. So just open your consciousness, empty your mind, and allow the tree to really give you some kind of energetic response to the question you ask. Just empty your mind. Wait for the response. So in this way the tree is really becoming your best friend and your healer and your teacher. Try to touch as many parts of your body with the tree trunk. And although you are using your physical sense of touch, be aware of the energetic merging of your energetic field together with your energetic touch, with your physical touch. Don't let the illusion of the senses bring you back to materialistic separation consciousness, but continue to have this both physical and energetic awareness of the energetic union, the energetic communion with the tree spirit. So now let's us just rub our hands and start to feel the little tingling or the sense of heat or kind of electromagnetic energy. And within the Qigong practice we say wherever the mind goes the Qi follows. So when you are envisioning, using your imagination to imagine an energetic ball, so it started to form, so the energy responds to it, and you can close your hands a little bit to really feel like there is something between your hand, And just imagine that it keeps on growing and growing and growing. And you can also condense it to be more focused, more powerful. And now let us bring this energy ball into our heart and feel how it feels within the heart, and continue to hold the thought form of the energy ball in your heart, and try to see within your heart every physical organ as an energetic field, and have a consciousness within it, like everything in nature. It is both physical, energetic, and has a consciousness within. So try to see the sphere of the heart, and you might see all sorts of colors there. And sometimes within the heart we may feel broken-hearted, we might feel hate, we might feel cruelty. And the positive emotions of the heart, the positive qualities are happiness and love and compassion and unity. So we want, if you see any black colors, any dark energy, any pain, just allow the energy ball to absorb it. It's like a vacuum within the energy ball, and it absorbs any energy that you might have. And what we want to do after we feel the energy ball is absorbing our difficult emotions, our stress, our negativity, we want to ask the tree if he can help us. Trees are very, very powerful alchemists. And when you go to an alchemist or a doctor, who this is his speciality, and you ask him, can you help me with this? So for sure he will say, yes, of course I can help you, I will be happy to help you. So now after we have brought a difficult energy from the heart, it also can be related to despair, to any feeling of darkness. We want to allow the tree to help us to make an internal alchemy for the dark energy that we might feel within our heart, within our lungs. Okay, the lungs in the Chinese medicine are related to depression and despair and sadness. So allow the energy ball to expand and take the energy from the lungs, be as big as all the chest area. So like this. And now come to the tree, put your hands on the tree and move the energetic ball with the difficult energy into the tree. And now continue to observe what the tree is doing with your energetic ball. It is not dissolving the tree, it is continued to be in a form of an energetic ball. So I feel he is taking it up to the tree leaves, to the branches, to the trees, to the treetop. And then he's bringing it down to the roots. And within this process, this magical alchemy process, so the tree is transforming the energy, taking out the negativity and bringing it back to light. And basically, and what I will start to feel very soon is the energetic ball. I feel it in my left hand. The left is about receiving and the right is about giving. So we want to work with this dynamic. And we now feel the energy ball is full of light and it comes back to us through the hand, back into the heart. And the tree spirit gives, I feel, a certain medicine, a certain light frequency that is the most accurate energetic medicine frequency that I need right now. So I want to allow this energy to expand in my being, in my heart, throughout all my energetic field. And I continue to work with the ball. I'm scanning my body mind, and like a scanner that goes like this, and try to feel where in any other place I have some negative, stuck, difficult emotions, dark emotions, dark energies. Right now, for example, I feel it within my aura, within my lower dantian, around the area of the navel. So now I would like to have the energetic ball. I put my hands like this to support and to really help me to concentrate. And now I will use a mantra to open the Yesod sphere of the Tree of Life. Yesod is both the first chakra and the second chakra. So a sphere is like about 20 centimeters or 30 centimeters. It's not like little spot, but it's more of a this big. So I would chant the God name Shaddai El Chai, Shaddai El Chai, Shaddai El Chai, and visualize a violet, like a violet flame type of energy, a Sephirah, Yesod Sephirah, foundation. And I invite Archangel Gabriel, the archangel of the water element, to stand within the Sephirah. The Yesod Sephirah is also related to the energy of the moon. So again, we can observe our emotions, the water element in our body as it responds to the moon cycle. And we want to take all this energy into the energy ball, and again bring it into the tree, and allow the tree to make his magic, his alchemy again, to take the ball up, higher and higher, to receive the heavenly chi, and then go deep into the earth to receive the earth chi, and to have this unique blend of energies, the fire and the water, have an eternal alchemy. You can just observe this mighty alchemist doing his magic. And we can learn from the trees. It's very old and wise and sacred spirit, sacred being. And it can really help us come to an awakening and a remembrance of our ancient, of how ancient our soul is. Because our soul is being here since the beginning of time. And within the higher self of humanity, we might find the Elohim Lords, the creator of the world, of form. And we might find the angels and the ascended masters and the Christ extraterrestrials, the Christed deities. And as much as we go deeper into the soul memories, we might remember wisdom that we acquired in different lifetimes, and ancient songs and melodies and vibrations that really connects us to the ancient roots of our being. And there are no better teachers than trees to connect to our soul memory and our stellar heritage and our ancient roots. So when I feel I'm done, I'm complete, I would like to thank the tree for whatever he shared with me, he gave me in this practice. If I had any understanding from what I understood from the conversation with the tree, I would like to thank him for that as well. And really acknowledge the great divine being, this sacred friend, this sacred teacher, alchemist, healer. I thank you, dear tree. And now we conclude with kind of a bow, that the tree spirit can know that we have finished and we want to end the meeting now. And I would walk back from the tree and start to have again my energy field differentiated from the tree after we had this energetic merge. So within this, I thank you. What I like to do after this kind of session with the tree is to just sit and meditate in his aura. The kind of meditation I would like to share with you today, it's come from the Zen tradition. It's called Zazen. It's the central meditation of this tradition. The definition of Zen, as I learned it from the Soto Zen tradition, is the Zen is the path that leads man to penetrate his true self and live from it in everyday life. And Carl Jung says that one of the archetypes within the process of individuation is called the self, with big S. And one of the symbols that represents the true self is a tree of life. And so when we meditate in the foot of the tree, like Buddha did and many other spiritual teachers, we are able to connect with our true self. So what I like about this is the Zen meditation. It's a meditation that you do with open eyes, and what it leads is to the unification of the inner and outer world, outer reality. The consciousness state that called Satori, it means that you're starting to see the inner and the outer reality as one, and you're aware of what is called the first hermetic principle, as above so below, as within so without. You're starting to see the illusion of our sense reality and the inner currents of energy that creates the reality of our outer reality from the inner reality. So you start by putting your left hand in your right hand and touching the thumbs. This is called the heart mudra. And you just put your hands down. I'm sitting on a cushion to allow my spine to be erect. It is very important in meditations to keep the spine erect. And generally speaking, I think there are two kinds of categories. One category is the passive meditation of observing. So Vipassana and Zazen and other meditations which are especially coming from the Buddhist and Zen traditions, they are more into the feeling of just observe what is. And there are other meditations where I would refer to them as active meditations. When you do something, you move the energy, you are visualizing, you are moving, you do something active. So basically I believe that we should practice both passive and active, but certainly start with just observe what is. So as I said before, the goal of the observation, the object of observation, is the connection between the inner and outer reality. Within the Taoist tradition there is an idea of three circles. The earth chi, which is connected to the lower dantian, the ara, the second chakra. The humanity circle, which is connected to the heart, and the heaven circle, which is connected to the third eye. So they are called the lower, middle and upper dantian or dantian in the Taoist traditions. And in this meditation, in the Zazen meditation, first of all we choose a spot on the floor, whatever we choose, and just put our eyes there, and slowly we start to split our attention between the spot that we are looking at physically with our eyes, with our open eyes, and we start from the heart and then to the lower dantian and then to the upper. And so it means that we are splitting our consciousness into 4 pieces or 4 points of focus. And what it helps is really to make everyday reality a meditation. Within everyday reality we many times need to focus on several things at once. So I will begin by I chose a leaf that is on the ground, so I just look at him and breathe deeply and naturally. I don't try to control the breath, just to observe it as it is, and continue to focus my eyes on the point on the floor which I chose. Whenever my mind goes away from the point, I bring it back. The point and the breathing. And now I divide my consciousness, my attention, and also focus on the heart, on the middle dantian. The point on the floor and the heart. And now I'll move my attention into another point as well. I will be observing the point outside, the heart and the lower dantian, together with the breath. Now I will divide my consciousness into one more point, the point outside, the heart, the lower dantian and the upper dantian. Together with the breathing. This creates something that is called the Great Harmony. Another meditation I like to practice on the foot of the trees is called the fusion of the 5 elements. It comes from the inner alchemy of the Tao, and within it we continue to work with energy balls, but we don't use the hands, but rather only the consciousness that is controlling the energy's movement. So what we do is we start by creating an energy ball within us. We can just create it in our hand or just imagine it into being, and now we insert it into the first chakra. And as before, this energy ball is sort of like a vacuum. It sucks any negative energy into it and make it disappear like into a black hole. So we start by imagining the ball of light ascending the central channel where all the chakras connect from the root up to the crown. So we imagine this ball going up and clearing any blockages we might have in our central channel, going all the way up and now going all the way down within the central channel. There are 2 channels that connect from the root chakra to the crown, encircling the front and the back of the body. They are called the governor and the conceptual, and together when we touch with our tongue the upper plate of the mouth like this, so it closes an energetic circuit, and it is called the microcosmic orbit. So now we're going to practice the microcosmic orbit. So the energy ball that is in our root chakra, I take it now into the tailbone. Allow it to stay there and absorb any blockages within the meridian, the governor meridian. And now I make it go up to the back side of my second chakra, which is in the lower back. And now from the lower back into the front of the belly, within my second chakra, this ball of light is going from the back into the front and back, and again absorbing any blockage that might be there. And then after I complete this, going forward and backward, now it goes in a circle around. We have in each chakra there is it is called the belt channels. Like we have a belt in each chakra. So a chakra is not only just one point, but the whole area, all belt area around it. So in this meditation, after we went front and back, we go around now in a circle around the chakra, and again observing any blockage that we might find there. After it completes the circle and go back to the back side, we make it go higher now into the solar plexus chakra. We're in the area of the diaphragm. And again we go front and back, front and back, and now in a circle around. There are many, organs around here, so it collects all the energy that might be there. The solar plexus is the seat of the ego consciousness, the separate self-consciousness. It is related to power struggles and too much intellectualism. So we want to clear all this energy by imagining this wall of light going around and within and cleansing, absorbing all these blockages. And now we go up yet again into the heart, from the back to the front and back again. Might do it another time, and then going in a circle around. And again going up into the throat chakra, from the back of the neck to the front of the throat, within the chakra. And now going in a circle around. And now going higher into the third eye, from the back, the base of the skull, into the front of the chakra and back. And around the head. And now we go to the crown and just encircling several times on the crown. And from the crown we just go down without all this turning around. We go down into the third eye, the throat, through the tongue that is connected now here, to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the second chakra, and back to the base chakra. And in any time in this meditation, if we feel like the ball is getting too heavy with negative energy, with dark stuck energy, so we can use again the tree behind us to just send the energy into the tree and wait for the tree to transmute it and then bring it back to us as a healing energy. It brings a sense of purity, of cleanness, and a deep, deep sense of inner peace. Thank you. This is Amichai Yam Intra Kumara. Be with me next week on the second episode of the Professional Tree Hugger Guide. Namaste. Peace be upon you.